We're talking about near-death experiences. Dr. Mary Neal is a surgeon who was skeptical of near-death experiences until she drowned while on vacation.
Our last day, we all got in our boats and started paddling down the river. As I crested the drop, I thought, I'm in trouble. I was immediately engulfed by the waterfall. My boat was pinned between rocks, and nothing I was going to do was going to make a difference. At that point, I relaxed and gave my life to God's will. And then I was enveloped with this very physical sensation of being held and comforted and reassured. And I thought about my husband and my children, and I was assured that they would be fine. Finally, my body broke loose of the boat. I was free, and my spirit was free from my body. And then I was above the river. I was immediately greeted by 10 or 12 spirits. I knew that they had come to guide me on our journey back to God. I was simultaneously with them, yet at the same time was able to see that Chad and his brother and his father had pulled me to the riverbank and were starting CPR. The younger boy, he kept calling out to me, please come back, please take a breath. I would go back to my body and take a breath and then rejoin these other spirits that were guiding me. We were moving toward this great hall. There was jubilation, and I was going home. Then there was sadness. They told me that it wasn't my time to die. I still had work to do on earth and that I had to return to my body. I had faith, but now I have knowledge.
It's tough to see that sometimes, isn't it?
It is. It's emotional.
You're very concrete in your experience as you faced death. You recall that there were three tasks, three things you had to do. What were they? And were they really needed? Well,
the three major things that have come to pass included protecting my husband's health, being the spiritual rock upon which my family and my community could stand after the death of my oldest son.
I'm sorry.
And coming back and telling my story.
Talk to me about your son a little bit. I didn't realize you lost your son.
My oldest son was a very remarkable young man, and he was roller skiing when he was struck by a car and instantly killed.
I'm sorry. How did the near death you faced help you or assist you as you were coping with his loss?
My own death allowed me to recognize several things. Number one, he had no pain and he didn't suffer, and he was joyously greeted. I had no desire to return to earth, and I'm sure that he didn't either. It allowed me to be that rock of support and spiritual foundation for those people who were deeply devastated by his death.
You practice medicine. You deal with folks in pain, folks facing death. I mean, how has your near-death experience changed how you practice medicine?
It's changed it profoundly. Before my near-death experience, I saw myself as a highly skilled and highly trained mechanic. People came to me with a mechanical problem, and I fixed it. And after my near-death experience, then I began to see myself as a healer, not so much a surgeon.